And I'm giving this testimony from the United States. Like I like to address myself, my name is Elroy's daughter. So this testimony has been far due, and I have to give it today. I just want to thank God. Like, you know, when Pastor Jerry say, how will you shout? Oh, hey, I don't even know how to shout. 2021, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. And my life has never been the same from that time. During that period, I was hearing of NSPPD, but I've never participated. So during my chemotherapy, my sister sent me the link and she said, my dear, you have to join this altar of fire. I said, okay. So I started joining, and by the grace of God, God saw me through chemo, the surgery and radiotherapy, and then I did an extra chemo. And from there, it was one appointment to the other. And I was very young. I was 31 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I never knew what breast cancer was. I was very healthy, so it was just all of a sudden, and it just changed my life. During this process, I kept praying. I stayed in the altar. I prayed day and night. Even sometimes when I'm at work, I put my earpods and, you know, I'm talking. I'm like, amen, amen. Some people are looking at me like, is she crazy? Yes, I'm crazy for the Lord. I say, these people, they don't know where the Lord has brought me. If they only knew. Recently, I've been feeling another lump in my breast, the same breast. So I went to my doctor's appointment December for my MRI. So when I did my MRI, the result came back and it says, I don't know if you can see it said, the result of your recent breast imaging evaluation indicate that you have an abnormality which may require additional testing or biopsy. They scheduled an appointment for me January 25th for my biopsy. So what I did is I told all my family and I told them to back me up in prayer. On the 31st, Pastor Jerry said, put the list of things that is no. I put that one as number one. I continued to pray and fast, and people were giving testimony about breast cancer, how God delivered them. I'm like, God, my case is not going to be different. I kept saying to my sister, I said, listen, this is my mantle of 2024. Hear me again, heaven and earth. My case is different. I have seen the God that has seen me. Elroy. Oh. I told my sister, I said, don't call me Osas again. From today, stop my number. Elroy's daughter is what you need to call me. So she made a shirt, a hoodie for me that says Elroy, the God that sees me. So on the 25th of January, that's the shirt I put on. And I kept saying the whole time, I have seen the God that has seen me. What God cannot do does not exist. So we went there. The radiologist told me, she said, we're going to start with MRI. If the spot that light up, if it lit up again, then we're going to do the biopsy. But if it doesn't, that means you don't have anything, you can go home. So I was like, God, please, let it not light up again. Let it not light up. Well, I was on the table doing my MRI. As soon as they did the MRI, I heard the lady was like, let's prepare the table. I said, oh, God, is it biopsy again? And I was so discouraged. My mind was like, don't do it too. Remember, you are Elroy's daughter. I said, hey, this year, 2024, we know they agree. Pastor Jerry said, no agree for anybody. I said, this year, I no agree. I know they agree at all. Hashtag NSPPD. Hashtag NSPPD. I was saying it under the table. And those people, I think they were listening to me and they were thinking, this girl, she's probably not only having problems on her breast, she's probably having some problems here. I didn't care. After the biopsy, I stood up and I was about to go. I could read the people's face. They had already given me my diagnosis. They had already thought I had something because they were like, oh man, you did so good. I'm so sorry. You know, they were having beautiful face. When I left there, I said, God, my case will be different. I said it. You have seen me. My case is different. So, you know, I went home. My parents, my husband, all of them, they prayed for me. They kept checking on me. So I was talking on the phone with my sister and the results came. I was at home. I was so scared. I couldn't open it. And at a certain point, I stopped talking to my sister. I said, what God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. And I opened it. When I opened the results, hey, Jesus, yeah! How will I shout? It says that the biopsy is the sample, the tissue sample they took is negative for any malignancy and no hyperplasia. Meaning no cancer, no abnormalities. I am healed, and I'm standing up with my full chest to say, I have seen the God